Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's average level difficulty puzzle, and it's called Make It Stop by Black Doom. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and box. We can get a box eventually. Yep. Stopper cells. There are 9 stopper cells in the grid. 1 in each row, column, and 3 by 3 box. And they must contain a full set of digits 1 through 9. So in the stopper cells, they have to have another complete set of 1 through 9. So you have the digits 1 through 9 once each in each of the stopper cells. Now, there's 1 in each row, column, and 3 by 3 box. Little Killer. The clue outside the grid shows the sum of the digits along the indicated diagonal up to and including the first stopper cell, seen in the clue's direction. If a little killer clue sees no stopper cells, it functions as usual. That is, it gives the sum of digits along the indicated diagonal. So basically, this is saying, hey, we have these two digits, either the stopper cell, if this is a stopper cell, actually either one of them is a stopper cell. If this is a stopper cell, it just sees that cell. If this is a stopper cell or if it's not a stopper cell, it sees both of these, and then it adds to 5. Whatever, it stops at the stopper cell. This sees, basically, it sees either these 3 digits add up to 9, or once it sees a stopper cell, it stops. And then it adds up the digits, including the stopper cell, and every digit before that. So I hope that was clear. German whisper. Adjacent digits on the line must differ by at least 5. So, for example, if this was a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because you have to have a difference of 5 between adjacent digits on a German whisper line. Minimum. Digit in the gray square must be strictly smaller than all of its orthogonal neighbors. So a valid example here would be like 3, 7, 6, 9, and then this is a 2. 5 would not work because it's not smaller than the 3. And it has to be smaller than all its adjacent neighbors. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, first thing I noticed is this. This has to have a stopper cell along it somewhere. And it must be in the first 5. We don't know which. So there is a stopper cell somewhere here. We don't know. Because if you have 3 digits, 3 unique digits, they add up to 6 at minimum. So therefore, this would be 6 at minimum. 2 unique digits, you have 3 at minimum, so that's 9. And the stopper cell, remember, is included in the little killer clue. So if that's the case, then that has to be. This is either 5 or it's 1, 4. So this is always 1 through 5. This is always 1 through 5, and this is always 1 through 5 because of potential stopper cell stuff. This could be the full thing here. 1, 2, 3, plus 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this could be 6 plus 6, so that actually works. This is smaller than at least 2 unique digits, so it's 1 through 7. 13. Can this be all the way through? Well, let's see. 13 is, so 1 and 2, so that's 3. 1 and 2, that's 3. 1 and 2, so 3 times 3. Yeah, it could actually go all the way through. We actually don't know. This could be 1, 2, 3. That works. This could be this actually has to go all the way through. So this is not a stopper cell because it has to go through. And this is 2 through 9. This could still be a stopper cell because the stopper cell is included in the sum. 22. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. What about these diagonals? All this tells us really, though, is that there is a stopper cell on one of these. So this is 1 through 5. This is 1 through 5. This is 1 through 5, right? At least. And so that's 45. And then 22 and 13 do not add up to 45. So therefore, there's a stopper cell somewhere along it. We just don't know where, right? These are all 2 through 9. We don't know anything about that. We don't know anything about that. Okay, there's of these. There's only okay. Gotcha. So on this, these 5 digits must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at minimum. So that adds up to 15. But these two already add up to 14. So there has to be a stopper cell in one of these 4 or these 5 because otherwise you can't add. Okay, it can't be here. And it can't be here, right? Because these two add up to 14, but if you used all 5 digits, it'd have to be 15 at least. So the stopper cell has to be one of these 3. So therefore, in that box, none of the other cells can be stopper cells. So none of the other cells can be stopper cells. So either that's 5. This could be 9, or it could be like something 8, something 2, something whatever. Oh. But say this was a stopper cell. If this is a stopper cell, this has to add up to 9, and this has to add up to 9, which is a contradiction, because this is the same number, right? So then these two would have to be the same numbers, and therefore that wouldn't work according to Sudoku. So this cannot be the stopper cell. Interesting. Which means this has to be less than. So then one of these 2 is a stopper cell. And if it's 5, that's interesting because this has to be then less than 9. So then this would have to be 1 through 5. There cannot be a 1 here. So if this is not the stopper cell, if this is a stopper cell, say this was a stopper cell, that would be 5. This, there's no 1, I guess this could be 1, right? But if this is 5, this is 1. You have 2 from 2, 3, and 4. I guess it could be 1, 2, and 6, and then 1, 3, 4 this way. So if this is 5, you have to have 3 from 1 through 4. So the stopper cell is here, and the stopper cell is here. So none of these can be the stopper cell, and none of these can be the stopper cell. So this must contain a 1. If this is 5, this has to be 1, 2, and 6 or something like that, right? Because there is no other stopper cell. If this is 9, obviously, then this would have to add up to 5. So it's 2, 5, and 3, 4. So if this is a stopper cell and it's 5, the only thing that can work here is 1, 2, and 6. Right? Because 2, 3, and 4 requires 2 from... It requires 3 from 1 through 4, and we already know 3 of them are already used here. So then you have 5 from 1 through 4, which is impossible. So it'd have to be 1, 2, and 6. So, okay, let's go through the scenarios then. Oops. If this is 5, this must be 1, and this is 2 and 6, and 2 and 6. And this has to be 3, 4, 3, 4, which makes that 1. If this is not 5, that means that's 9. So this has to be add up to 5. This has to be less than 5. or less than 8. Less than 9, sorry. Which means 8 or less. Wait, but that's not possible? If this is 9, yeah, it has to be 2 and 3 or 1 and 4. And then, but the problem is that has to, okay, so if this is 9, that doesn't work, right? Because you have 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, which must add up to 15 at least. But the problem is 5 and 9 add up to 14 here, too. So this cannot be the actual stopper cell. So this is the stopper cell, which means this is a 5, which means this is 1, and we have 2 and 6 with it, and this is 3 and 4. So therefore, this is a stopper cell, and it's 1. So this is 5, and the rest is 7, 8, and 9. Okay. What about, so this cannot be 5. So, okay, so then the stopper cell, well, this could be the stopper cell, but it's 1 through 4. This could be the stopper cell, but it's also 1 through 4. This still could contain a stopper cell here. This is not a stopper cell. So these can't be stopper cells. And these can't be stopper cells. And these can't be stopper cells. And these can't be stopper cells. Okay. So this cannot be a stopper cell because just these 2 digits cannot add up to 22. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. There's no stopper cells here. There's no stopper cells here. This is at least 12. So we have 14. So there's 8 degrees of freedom here. But this can't be 1, 2, and 3, right? Because this has 5. So this is at least 10, right? Because this adds up to 5. This is at least 10. So then this is at least 19. So if it's a stopper cell, it's one of those 2. Well, it has to have a stopper cell, right? Because we know this adds up to at least 10. Because we have 5 digits in a box. Therefore, the minimum for that 5 digits is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 15. And this adds up to 5. So this must be 10, at least. So we have 3 degrees of freedom, actually. There's 3 degrees of freedom. 13. It could stop here. It could stop here. It could just actually go all the way down, too. Can it anymore? That is the question. If this is 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 at most, at least. This is 2 at least. So 1 and 2, so that's 3 plus 2, that's 5, plus 2 and 3, that's 10. 1, 2, 1. That's possible to still be all the way through without a stopper cell. One of these 2 is a stopper cell. Oh, interesting. So if it's 22, this is at minimum 10, right? This is at minimum 9. So the stopper cell could be here if it's a 3. And that does work this way because then it could be 8, 9, 8, 9. So that's possible. If this is a 3, this is a 1, 4, right? If this is not the stopper cell, that is a good question. What can it be? Then this has to be 1, and this has to be 2. But we know that these 2 have to use a 1 or 2. Therefore, this cannot be the stopper cell, right? So, okay. If the stopper cell is here, we already know this adds up to 10. These 3 digits add up to 10. These 3 digits must add up to at least 9. So that's 19. And then these 2 digits must add up to 3 to add up to 22. So that would have to be 1 here and 2 here. But the problem is we already use a 1 or 2 here. So that's 3 three digits from three cells containing a 1 or a 2 must contain a 1 or 2 in box 7, which doesn't work as a for Sudoku rules. Therefore, this one cannot be the stopper. Therefore, this is the stopper. So this is a stopper, which means none of these can be stoppers. And it must be 3. Actually, it could be 2 also. It can't be 2 because of the 20, right? Because that stops it. So these can't be stopped. So therefore, this has to be 3. So therefore, we know what this is. This is minimum 2, 3. This has to be the minimum, which is 2, 3, 4. We know then that these 5 digits add up to 15. So it's, let's delete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no longer 3 degrees of freedom. So these cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. So this cannot have a 5. Therefore, the 5 must be on here. This can't be 5. This is 5 through 9. This can't be 3, so this is now a 4. So this is 3. No 3. That's 3 in the corner. No 3 there. No 4 there. Okay, so this one we don't have. Okay, so this cannot be 2 and 3. It's 1 and 4. On the 13 diagonal, this is at least 5 and 6. So this is 11. This is at least 6. So the stopper is either here or here, which means neither of these can be stoppers. So if the stoppers, right, so this cannot be continue being the stopper. So then this is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These can't be 5. So one of these two is a stopper. So if this is a stopper, it sees those two, so those can't be stoppers. If this is a stopper, it sees those two, they can't be stoppers. So these can't be stoppers. Therefore, one of these two must be the stopper, and none of these 3 can be the stopper. So it's either here or it's here. One of these two. 17. This still could be 8 and 9 right here, so that works. This can't be 2 anymore because a 3 is no longer allowed there. This could be like 2 and so... Oh, so we know this is 8 and 9. So none of these can be 8 or 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. This can't be 3 or 4. This can't be 5. This can't be 3. So 3 is one of those two. Okay. Hmm. 6. This could still be stopped there. This could be stopped there. 22 is done. 13 has to be stopped in one of these two areas, but we don't know which. So it's there, or it's there. Obviously one of those two. Okay, this can't be the stopper. Therefore, this has to be the stopper. And it cannot be 1. It cannot be 5. So this can't be 1. This can't be 1 anymore. This can't be 1. Right, we already knew that. Can't. This is 4. This is 1. So this can't be 4. So we know 1 is one of those two. We know 4 is one of those two. We don't know which, though. This can't be 4. People are probably already saying, hey, there's a 1 here. Anyways, let's see. This can't be 4. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. So we got, okay, so that's stopped. So this works too. This is stopped. This is stopped. This works by itself. The 13 must stop, but we don't know which. This could stop too. We don't know about this. We don't know about this. And we don't know about this. Okay. Say this was the stopper, right? It cannot be 1 and 3, therefore it must be 4. Which means this is 1. So if this is a stopper, it must be 4 because it can't be 1 or 3 because of the set. So this has to be 4. This is 1. Then this is 2, 3, and 5. So this is 2, and these are 3 and 5. This can't be the stopper, so this would be the stopper. So it cannot be 4. It can't be... How does that work? I don't think that can add up to 13 then, right? Because it can't have 1, 3, 4, and 5. So what happens if it's 6 or 7? If it's 6 or 7 or 8, it adds up to at least 14, which it's not possible. So try 2. 1 and 2 with any digit does not add up to 13. Therefore, this one cannot be the stopper. Therefore, this is not the stopper. And this is the stopper, which means any of these two still could be the stopper, technically. So then it has to add up to 13, which it can only be 4 or 9. So then this is 1. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. So this is a stopper, so none of these can be the stopper. 4, this is not 1 and 4. So this is 2 either way. So this is 2, which makes this 3 or 5. So 2 cannot be here, 3 cannot be here, 2 cannot be here, 3 cannot be here. Right? One of these two still could be the stopper. Actually, just like leave it clear. This can't be 7 because 4 and 7 add up to 11. This can't be 2, so that can't be 9. We have a 9 stopper now. Oh, that doesn't work. Wow, that's a... Huh. Okay. Okay, what was my logic correct here, essentially? Okay, this is all the same. This is the questionable logic that I'm not sure I have. We know this is 8, 9. This is 1. Okay, so this can't be the stopper. So this has to be the stopper. We know 1 through 7 is in the rest of box 4. And this can't be 3 or 4. This can't be 1. This can't be 1, and this can't be 1. So this is also 4, and this is 1. These can't be 1, so this can't be 4. This can't be 2 because of the 1. So this can't be 4. These can't be 3. These can't be 5. This can't be 1. So 1's one of those two. All right, we already knew that. But we just tried the... Okay, so this cannot be a stopper cell then, which means this must be the stopper cell. It can't be 4, which means, yeah, that means this is a stopper cell, which means it's 4. That's 2. Why? This can't be 3 or 5. Oh, it could be 6 and 6. That's why. That's why. It's 6 and 6. Huh. Okay. So this is 6 and 6. I forgot about that. So this is 6. Right, so this is 13. Okay. None of these are the stopper cells. So this has to be, this is 2 then, because it can't be 6, and this is 6. So these can't be 2. These can't be 2. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. This can no longer be 4, 5, or 6, so this is 7. So there can't be a 7 anywhere here. This can't be 7, this can't be 7. There's no 7 here, there's no 6 here. Right, I forgot about the 13. Yeah. And yeah, since this is 3 or 4, this cannot be added up to 13, so it has to go here. Yeah. Okay. These can't be stopper cells. This can't be a stopper cell. This can't be a stopper cell. We have 4 can only be here. So this is 4. Okay, so then this 9 works, this 5 works, this 9 works, this 5 works, this 13 works, this 22 works, this 20 works, this 5 works. Now we are left with 17 and 6. So 6 cannot stop here anymore because there's no 6 available as a stopper. It still could be here, or it could be all 3 of these, right? If it stops here, it would have to be 4 and 2. So therefore, this cannot be stopper. So therefore, this is not the stopper. So this has to be 1, 2, and 3. This can't be 2 or 3, so this is 1. These can't be 1. So we have 1, 2, or 3. This can't be 2 or 3, so no 8 or 9. This can't be 4, so this can't be 7. This can't be 4, so this can't be 7. So we have 5, 6 here. This cannot be the stopper anymore because 5 and 6 are both taken for the stopper. Therefore, this is a stopper, which means that can't be the stopper, which means this is a stopper, this is a stopper. And now we just Sudoku. So this actually, well, also the stopper sets. So this is 2, 8, or 9. Can't be 2, obviously, so it's 8 or 9. This is 2, 8, or 9, and this is 2, 8, or 9. This is a 1, 2, 5 triplet. So there cannot be a 2 or 5 anywhere else in the rest of the column. Therefore, this can't be 2. This is 3 and 6, so this can't be 6. The 2 has to be one of those 2. We have 4 can't be here, so 4 has to be here. 4 with 7, 8, and 9. This is 7, 8, or 9. This is 4. So 4 has to be one of those 3. This can't be 4. This can't be 4. This can't be 6. This can't be 2 or 3 because it would not be greater than the number there then, because if it's 3, that becomes a 5. If it's 2, it's obviously not greater than either of these. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in row 3, so none of the other cells can contain a 7, 8, or 9 in that row. So this is 1, 3, and 5. So this can't be 1, which means this has to be the 1 in row 3. This can't be 1, this can't be 1. These two can't be 1, so this is 1. 1 is one of those two. We don't know which. Right, let's use their correct terminology, or not terminology, the correct notation that they want. So 3 has to be one of those 3. This can't be 4 anymore. Do we have any more? 17. We do. Oh, this is 17, and this is a stopper. So this is at least 9. And this is at least 1, so that's 10. But if it's 10, if this has to be 10 at least, this has to be a 2 then, because it cannot be 8 or 9. If it's 8, that adds up to 18. And that's already bigger than 17. Same with 9. It's a 19 then. So this has to be the 2, which means this is 3, this is 2. This can't be 2 because of the set for stoppers. How many degrees of freedom do we have? So this is at least, okay, so minimum, this is 9, 10, 12. So we have 5 degrees of freedom. So we have 2, 3, 4. The 4 can go up to 9, so this can go up to 9. But these can't be 4, so they can go up to 8 only. So this can't be 2 or 4. Up to 8, so this can't be 3. This is 6. This can't, this is this has to be, the minimum is 2. So it could go up to 7. So that can't be, I guess the 2 could be somewhere else, right? Hold up. This can't be 4. Does it limit it for the other ones? Say this was a 9, right? If this was a 9, then we could have 2 and 3. So that would be 14 plus 1. Yeah, okay, so this can be 9. Never mind. This could be up to 9. So it's 5 degrees of freedom. The 1 can go up to 6, but it can't be 2 or 6. So 3, 4, 5. Can't be 3 because we know the 3 is here. Okay, so this can't be 3. This is a 5. This is a 3. We know the 2 and the 3 are here. And it's with 7, 8, or 9. This is 4 with 7, 8, or 9. These both see all 3 of these cells, so this cannot be 8 or 9. This cannot be 8 or 9, so it's 2, no 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no 5 on a German whisper line because 5 is not 5 away from any other digit. This can't be 6 because of that. This can't be 3, obviously, because of the 3. 2, no 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can't be 8 or 9 because it sees both of the 8 or 9s. This also sees both of the 8 or 9, so this can't be 8 or 9, so this is 7. This can't be 7, this can't be 7, this can't be 7. We have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in row 9. So the rest of the row cannot be 8 or 9. Where is the 3? The 3 has to be here, which means this can't be 3, so this is 5. Oh, actually, we figured that out anyways. So this can't be 3 or 5. No 5 here, no 3 here. Okay, so this is 2, 4, 7. If it's 2, it can be 7, 8, or 9. If it's 4, it has to be 9. If it's 7, it has to be 2. So 2, it could be 4, 9. Okay. This cannot be 1, 3, or 4, so it's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but there's no 5 because of that 5. This can't be 2. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this has a 3. Can it be no 2, essentially, on this line? If there's no 2, say it's 4 and 5, that's 12. So then this has to be 2 and 3. Could be 2 and 1, right? Yeah, so that works, actually. I don't think it can be 2 and 4, though, right? So if this is 2, 3, and 4... Well, you can't anyways because of the German whisper line. One of the 2 or 4 must be there. So it has to have at least 2 and 5. So this is 10 at least. It could be 12 with 5. That works. This can't be 5 because of this 5. So it's 6. This is 5. This is 5. This can't be 5. This has to be the 6 because there's no other place for it. So this is 6. This can't be 7. So this is 8 or 9. This one of these is 7. So whatever is here has to be here. Whatever's here has to be here. Right? These two cannot be the same. So this one has to be the same as this one, which means that can't be 8 or 9. This has to be the same as one of these two. So this cannot be 8 or 9. This is 2 or 7. And the 8 or 9 has to be one of those three. This is 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. This we have 4, 7, 8, 9. This is 4, 7, 8, 9, but it can't be 7. This can't be 4. Huh. Can this ever be not? Okay, we know the 3's there. If this is 9, it would have to be going from 2 to 9. Actually, it could be 2, 9. Right? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, but if this is 2, 9, this becomes 4 and 4 and 8 at most. So this cannot be 9 then. So this diagonal is taking care of this diagonal. All the diagonals taken care of except for the 17. So that's the only one that gives us information now. Plus we have the German whisper line. So what does that make this? If this is 1, it cannot be 2 then. Right? If this is... So either this is 2 or it's 4, right? Is that true? Can you have a 5? So say you had 5, 6. 3, 5, and 6. 3, 5, 6 adds up to 14. 14 plus 3 works, so... Yeah, no, it's 2, 4, 5 here. So that's not a guarantee that 2 and 4 have to be here. Okay. Let's see. This is 3, 6. This can't be 7. And 8 and 9. So no 3. Or we know 3 and 6 have to be one of those two. If this is 5, this is 2 and 5, therefore this is 9, this is 7. Sorry, 9 and 4. I think we just have to go through the different paths, right? I don't like doing that, but I don't know what else you can do. 5, 1, and this is 2 and 5. Which makes this 4, and that 9. So this is 8, this is 9. Therefore, this is 6, 7. This has to be 5, 2, and 1, if that's the case. So far, it's all seeming kosher. This can't be 3, so this is 3. Okay, hold up. So this can't be 6. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Oh, where is the 5 here? Yeah, the 5 has to... Okay, so this cannot be 5 because of German Whisper. This can't be 5 because of there. This 5 can't be because of this 5. And this can't be 5, so this has to be the 5. Okay, so then... Oh, whoops. Actually, yeah, this 5... Yeah, okay, so this one we don't know. But again, these 5s can't be because of that. This can't be because of German Whisper. This can't be because of that one. This can't be because of that one. So this is the only possibility for 5. This can't be 6. Therefore, we know this is 8. This is 10. So this adds up to 10 already. So these two must add up to 17. So this can't be 7. It could be 1, 6. It cannot be 4 because 4 would have to be 3. This can't be 4 because 4 would have to be 3. And it's 5 and 2. Okay, it can't be 5 anyways. So 1, 6 or 2, 5. We don't know which. So this is 2 or 6. One of 8 or 9 is here. This is 1 and 6 or 2 and 5. If this is 6, this still could be 4, 9. Okay, 1s can be here or here. 2s can be all 3 of those. Can be any of those 5. Can be those. Has to be one of those 2. Has to be one of those 2. This can't be 2. It's 3 or 4. 2 has to be one of those 3s. Here's one of those 3. One of those 2. One of those 2. 4. Be one of those 3. One of those 2. One of those 2. One of those 2. One of those 2. Interesting. We might have to go through then all the different scenarios. So 5's one of those 2. 5's one of those 3. 5's one of those 3. 6. 6 is one of those 3. 6 is one of those 2. 6 is one of those 3. 7. 7 could be any of these 4. Could be any of those 3. Any of those 2. Any of those 6. Any of those 2. Any of those 3. Are we missing something? I don't know. 13, okay. 8 and 9s we don't have. Okay, so now we have all the stoppers. Let's clear stuff so that we can start, like, differentiating other things. So this has to be an 8, 9. This is also the different 8, 9. So blue now has to be here. Yellow has to be one of those 2, and this is blue. Blue has to be one of those 2. Obviously, blue and yellow have to be those 2. This can't be blue. This can't be blue, so blue has to be here. Right? So blue can't be any of these. That eliminates there. Therefore, blue has to be one of those. Therefore, this cannot be blue. Therefore, we know this is blue, so this can't be blue. This is not yellow, so this is also blue. So yellow can't be here or here. So yellow must be here because it can't be along this diagonal. Which makes this 8 and 9. Yellow is one of those 3. Blue can't be here. Okay, so we have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair. Okay, that's where it is. So this is 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in row 6. So none of the other cells can contain an 8 or 9. So this has to be a 4. This cannot be a 4. So this must be the 4, which means it can't be yellow. And this can't be yellow. Yellow is one of those 2. We have 8, 9, 8, 9 pair. So this can't be 8 or 9. This is 4, which makes this a 2. So none of these can be 2. This can't be 2. This becomes, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in row 2, so this has to be a 2, 3 pair. This is 2 or 3, this is 2 or 3, which means this cannot be 2. Because of the 2, 3 pair. This can't be 5 anymore. Right, so yellow has to be one of these 2. Where's blue? Blue can't be here or here, but it could be any of those 3. So blue has to be one of these 3. Blue has to be one of these 3. And blue cannot be here, but blue can be any of these three. Okay. Let's see. Am I missing something? Who knows? So if this is 4, 9, this has to be 2 then. So 2 is one of these two, right? Yeah, 2 can't be here. 2 can't be any of these because we have a 2, 3, 2, 3 pair. So this has to be 2 is one of these two, so this can't be 2. This is a 3. This has to be 2, which makes that 3. Oh, yeah, okay. And 3 and 4. So this can't be 4 anymore. Oh yeah, we knew that because of that. This is therefore 6. This is a 3. This can't be 3 or 6. So this is an 8, 9. We don't know which. This can't be 6. So 6 is one of those two. 6 is one of those two. Okay. These could still be 1. 3 has to be here now. So this can't be 3. Where, okay, so this can't be 2. So we have a 1, 5, 1, 5 pair in row 6. So where's the 6? It has to be here. Which means this can't be 6, though. This is 2, which forces this to be 4 and 9. So then for this is the blue. So this can't be blue. And this can't be blue, and this can't be blue. Let's clear out the ones we don't know are. For color, so these we don't know, and these we don't know. So the blue has to be 9, and the yellows have to be 8. Okay, so this is 1, 5, 1, 5. This has to be 2 then. There is no 9 here. There's no 2. So we have a 7, 8, 7, 8 pair. This can't be 4. This is 6. This is 7. This is 2. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 8 anymore. This can't be 8 or 9 here, so this has to be a 6. This is a 2, so this has to be a 5 now. So this is 5, this is 1, this is 5, which makes that 1. So this is a 5, so 7, 8, 9 triplet in row 4, so this can't be 7, 8, or 9, so this is a 5. This can't be 6 or 8. This can't be 6 or 8. This can't be 4 or 8. This can't be 7, so this is 9, this is 7. And now we're just doing Sudoku. So that's 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 7, this is 9, this is 8, this is 7. It can't be 7 or 9, so it's 8. This has to be the 4. No 4 or 9 or 8, so this is 7. This has to be 9. And now we have 8, 7. And that's a solution. Yeah, some tricky parts in the later parts, right? This little area was interesting. Yeah, I like the break-in too. That was pretty fun. And this was interesting too. So having to color essentially what the 8 and 9s were was very interesting. And I hope you were interested in this solve too. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.